health, for the upkeep, for the beautification of man. It wasn't for God, it was for man. Because God created the garden for man. And created man for him. Come on now. God created earth for man and created man for, come on now. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. He created earth for you. He created earth for us. That was God's gift to us, Taj. Hey, I'll give you a place. What did I tell you that Eden means? Okay. Look at your notes. Look at your notes. I gave you a definition for the word Eden. When he created Eden, he created it for man, and he gave it a name. Eden is one of the only places that you go into Scripture and find it there, but scientists have never been able to find it, period. Archaeologists have been able to find just about every city, every place that the Bible that the Bible talks about. Archaeologists and scientists have been able to find them, but they've not ever been able to locate Eden. Y'all find it yet? Look in your notes. You haven't found it yet, sir? Some of y'all didn't bring your notes. Shame on you. A place of delight. A delightful place. Eden means delightful place, a place of delight. So God created earth as a delightful place for us. I want to say again, so it's the only place, Keith, so far. And I can be corrected. I don't want to give any impression that I know everything. Far from it. I'm still a student of the Word, still a student of time, still a student of life. But at this point, there have been no evidence that Eden ever existed. That's why God can open up a place and close up a place when he wants. Yeah, y'all didn't get that, did you? He can open up a door and close the door as quick as he opened it, and you'll never even know the door was there. Yeah, did you get that? So to make sure nobody else was coming back, he closed the door. And they can't find it. It's amazing they can find wood from the ark, but can't find Eden. They can find Haran. They can find Abraham. They can go and find his history and his path and towns and cities that he was in. They can find Lot. They can find Noah. They can find evidences of Seth. All of these things that archaeologists and scientists have been able to find, but they cannot find Eden. And that tells me when God sets up a delight for you, hey, he'll set it up for you and for you alone, and nobody will be able to enjoy it but you. Look at your neighbor and say, God's talking about you. Oh, by the way, let me serve notice on you. My teacher's on this morning. Can you tell? Hello, church. Can you tell my teacher's on? Okay, so now what happens now? What happens now, Taj? What happens now? Satan, who now has the lease on the earth, he brings in the curse. Sickness, disease, lack, poverty, all the negativity comes alive. Because heretofore, the place of delight featured everything. So once you move out of the place of delight, then you've got to suffer the repercussions for what's outside of delight. It's kind of like once you step outside of the will of God, you've got to then deal with the repercussions that comes from stepping outside the will of God. Chew on that a moment. See, once you step outside the will of God, there are repercussions. Say, well, Pastor, don't we live under grace? Yes, grace is there, but grace never stops repercussions. Grace will keep you while you're having to deal with the repercussions. Okay, all right, let me go. So therefore, what we have now is for a couple of thousand years, the world is rampant now. Even remember earlier on when God got so fed up with the sin that was in the land from the curse, kicking those guys out of the